Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon. We are joined by our friends here today, Kimberly Guinn, and we also have Laney Hawkins with us. You ladies are part of, I'm going to make sure I get it right, Seahawk Stage Company.
Yes, ma'am.
And so this is on the campus of Hilton Head High.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're talking about your spring production.
Yes.
Matilda.
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about it.
Matilda is a musical based on the movie of the same name, Matilda, and so all of the normal characters are there that you would know from that beloved,
Beloved, absolutely.
elementary movie that the kids love. So yeah, so we decided to take that on this year.
And so we have Miss Laney, and what role are you playing?
I'm doing Miss Honey, who's the teacher, Matilda's school teacher.
And did you do something to prepare for it, or tell us a little bit about you as an actress?
So to get into a character, I like to find what I have in common with the character so that I'm not playing a character, I become the character.
Right.
So for Miss Honey, she's really shy and timid, and I get kind of shy and timid in like big social skills, and I don't really stand up to people.
Clearly she's not on camera. She's not shy.
But I like standing up to other people, which is her issue.
You're digging deep.
Yes.
You're going shy. Yeah.
And so I like to just pull elements of my own life and kind of apply them to her so that it transforms her into someone else.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it makes it authentic.
Yes.
Because you're like really pulling stuff from yourself. You know, it's not acting. You know, it's really
it's
just
like
pulling.
me.
It's pulling a piece of you out. Yeah. And so this spans elementary students to high school. That's a lot to take on.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did y'all go that direction?
Well, Matilda is a kids show,
right.
Although in the script it says, although Matilda is a kids show, it's not a show that's necessarily a G-rated show. So
it's a kids show, but it's not appropriate for kids to watch.
Yes, no, it's completely appropriate for kids to watch. It's just that there are issues within this show that are not happy issues. I mean, you have severe bullying. You have parents who abandon their children and don't take care of them and leave them to their own devices. You have a principal that is really, really cruel to her students. I mean, at one point she takes one of them by her pigtails and throws the kid across the stage.
So there's some, I don't want to say not kid-friendly, but this is a wonderful opportunity to create dialogue with families and talk about some stuff that might, not be comfortable. And what better way to do it than watching it with a parent?
Yes, and that's kind of why we decided to do that. And I reached out to both Creative Arts and IB and then middle school and said, hey, why don't we do this together? And so it's a huge show. We've got 48 actors, just actors. Not counting all of our tech crew.
Is the tech crew you're pulling from students as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Learning lighting, and sound, and all that kind of stuff. The backgrounds, the art and stuff.
Yes, all of that. We've actually already started on it. So we're currently building. We're working with Sound and Lights, and we were lucky that we were able to purchase a brand new soundboard. So we're we're very excited about those kinds of things.
Well, it's 50% of it. You know what I mean? It's like there's visual and there's sound.
Yes,
you got to have the two together.
And so we brought all of the kids together, and I was a little nervous. I've always directed high school students. I've never directed the younger students, but so far it's going really, really well. The kids are all learning their lines, and the elementary school kids seem to have made the high schoolers step up, because the elementary school come in and they have their lines learned, and they, oh yes, they are ready to go. And I think
pros.
Yes,
and
really our high schoolers have had to really step up, because it's like, hey, you can't be outshone by the fourh grader, So
how did you have to adapt to kind of work with a younger crowd that you're not?
It's very different the way you speak to them. High schoolers, you can be kind of rough, and you can be like, go and do this now, and you don't have to placate feelings.
Yeah, you don't need the softness that you might need.
Yeah, you don't need the softness. But luckily, Helen Ashton, who is the director at IB, and then Miss McCune, who is the director at the middle school, both of them are helping. So
awesome.
They're my co-directors in the show, and so they're there to
help you make it happen.
Yes, and to work with the littles and make sure that we're not that I'm not too mean to them.
I highly doubt that. It's good to have that, that extra dynamic. Okay, so let's talk about the dates. March 19th through 22nd.
Yes, ma'am.
And then again, March 26th through 29th?
Yes, ma'am.
Get tickets online?
You can get tickets
Can
online.
you get them at the door?
Yes, you can also purchase them at the door.
This is like this is really innovative. This is a not to miss show.
Yes.
Matilda the musical. So good to have you ladies. Break a leg.
Thank you.
All right. Both of you break a leg.
Oh, yes.
We'll be
Yes.
right back with more Talk of the Town.